So there's some interesting research behind each of these things. Subject matter expertise is where we're going to start. When I was writing my first book, What's Your Formula? I wanted to put some information in there about subject matter expertise and kind of the continuum between subject matter expertise and your ability to facilitate using adult learning principles. And my hypothesis, my preference, the school of thought that I would always approach this with was that subject matter expertise is important, but making sure that we're integrating adult learning principles that we can facilitate is, I think it's more important. When I started to do some research, I was looking, and probably this isn't the best way to do it, but I was looking for research that could support that opinion. And I found that my opinion was wrong. According to things that people have studied, people much smarter than me have studied, they found that learners actually trust someone with subject matter expertise more than an ability to engage and facilitate. And this comes from a number of different studies, and there's a term for this. There's a term, the term that they use, I'm going to put an asterisk by this because I do have a few words to say about this, but let me get through what the research says first. The term for this is source credibility theory. And basically the way this goes is that learner confidence, initially at least, is governed by two things. It's governed by a trainer's expertise, and it's governed by the trainer's trustworthiness. And so when we think about entering a training environment and somebody starts to speak, we want them to be the expert. Yes, I want to be engaged, I want to participate, I want to do all these things, but we want that person to have expertise and we want to be able to trust what they're saying. We want them to be able to project confidence in what they're saying. So that subject matter expertise is extremely important. And this goes back to research that started in World War II, and actually goes back to research that started in World War II when a particular researcher named Carl Hovland was studying what works when it comes to propaganda and what's the best way to present it, right? So you present it with confidence, you say something enough, and people believe it. Now, after World War II, Carl teamed up with somebody else named Walter Weiss, and they actually did some more research around this. And their study was called "The Influence of Source Credibility on Communication and Effectiveness." And so, really, what that research boiled down to was subject matter expertise. Above all, was one of the most important things that learners come into a room looking to soak up. The reason I put an asterisk here is because I don't want you all to go away thinking, all right, I'm throwing out adult learning principles. I just need to be an expert in order for people to really get what they need to out of the training, because that's not how it goes. Subject matter expertise is important for first impressions. Adult learning principles will eventually aid in the retention of information. So they are extremely important if you not just want people to be confident in your delivery, but you want them to be able to go out and actually use it afterwards. And so that's why you want to mix that in. And that's also why this evaluation form that I'm going to share with you isn't just one dimensional. It's not just subject matter expertise. We have to fit it together with three other competencies.